Hi there, and welcome to EarthTableBody. We create easy, healthy, natural meals that you'll enjoy. Today, I'd like to talk about breakfast. And in my opinion, breakfast is the most important meal, and yet all too often, we consider it a nuisance as we hit the ground running. Consider the origin of the word, literally breaking our involuntary nightly fast. Now, as we begin the day and shake off the night, we need fuel, and more often than not, we need it fast, which begs the question, what should breakfast be compromised of? Well, nutritionally speaking, food can be divided into 6 categories: carbohydrates, protein, fat, water, vitamins, and minerals. Now, each one of these plays their own role providing the body with the necessities for life. And out of those, 3 of them, carbohydrates, proteins, and fat, they provide the body with energy and fuel that we need. But out of those 3, only one, and that would be carbohydrates, is the only one that's dedicated to providing the body with energy, because protein and fat, well, they have other functions in the body. Now, that being said, I prefer to consume the majority of my carbohydrates in the morning, and particularly for my first meal. Now, when choosing carbohydrates, not all are considered equal. In fact, I tend to avoid refined sugar products. That would include cereal, pastries, flour-based bread, and pasta. And I avoid them because of the peak in blood sugar that happens whenever they're consumed. They'll leave you feeling hungry and tired within a matter of hours. I would encourage you to seek whole grain products like steel-cut oats, amaranth, brown rice, or sprouted grain bread for starters. Now, I know that this does not sound like the average American breakfast, but who says that breakfast needs to be sugar-laden? In fact, consider this. Outside of the U.S., most cultures don't start the day with sweets. Whole grains and proteins are what the majority of the planet consider a good start to the day, and I, for one, happen to agree. Now, if you do need a sweet boost to get the day rolling, grab some fruit. Thank you, Eric. But do supplement with protein and some whole grains. Now, let's get cooking. I grate some great tempeh and want to show you a vegan twist on a breakfast classic. Alrighty, time to fix some delicious vittles. And today, I'm going to make a vegan interpretation of the classic corned beef hash. But I'm going to make it using tempeh. And this preparation will take about 35 minutes and it'll feed 4+. Now, one of the benefits of living in Asheville, North Carolina is that there is a ton of handcrafted, great artisan organic foods. And today I'm going to be using some local preservative-free tempeh. It's good to live in Asheville. Also, I'm going to be using some russet potatoes. And a little potato talk for you. When it comes to potatoes, there are 2 different kinds. There's mealy and there's waxy. Mealy potatoes, like the russet potatoes, they're the best for baking and frying. And waxy potatoes, on the other hand, like red potatoes, Yukon Gold, stuff like that, they're better for roasting and boiling. Let's get started. Now, to prepare this hash, in addition to the potatoes and tempeh, we'll be using half a yellow onion, some minced garlic, minced ginger, fresh parsley, and just a touch of soy sauce for good measure. Now, to begin, scrub the potatoes and put them into a pot covered with water and bring it to a boil. Reduce the heat to maintain a simmer and cook for 15 minutes, looking for half-cooked, almost tender potatoes. Then, drain them and cool them so that you can handle. Next, pull the skins off and cut them into a medium dice. Now it's time to prepare the hash. Heat a medium saute pan over medium heat, that's around 5, then add the oil and onions. Sweat them for 2 minutes. Next, add the garlic and ginger, toss it to mix. Then add the potatoes, tempeh, parsley, and just a little dash of salt. And again, you want to toss it to mix. Now once this is mixed, leave the pan alone for about 4 minutes, allowing the potatoes and tempeh to begin to brown. Once it's brown, flip it over and allow it to brown on the other side. And once this side is brown, pour the soy sauce over the cake and allow the liquid to cook out. Then, Time to eat some great breakfast. What a great way to start the day. Now, in addition to breakfast, this would serve as an excellent dish for lunch or dinner. Just add a salad and enjoy. Now, I'd like to answer another viewer's question. And if you have a question, just send it to us at show@earthtablebody.com. Now, Diana from Pittsburgh writes in, Eric, I'm trying to phase out meats in my diet, and I've heard a lot about tempeh and tofu. Have any ideas? Well, heck yeah! I look at those just like I would a chicken breast. Now, there are some specific preparation guidelines, but once you master them, preparing tofu is as simple as preparing chicken breast, maybe even easier. Now, as far as these specific guidelines are concerned, you're going to have to tune in next episode when we dive into them. Thanks, Diana, and keep those questions coming. Well, that concludes another episode. Thanks again for watching, and if you'd like to find out more about us, go to EarthTableBody.com. Once there, you can sign up for recipes, updates, and find out what we're up to. We are EarthTableBody. Thanks for watching, and eat well. They're better for boiling and roasting. Now, I'd like to answer another viewer's question. Preparing tofu is as simple as preparing chicken, maybe even easier. Now, specific preparation guidelines, but once you master blah blah blah.